At the beginning of my speech, I would like to tell you that I know that many of you expect very deep, very concrete, very specific lessons from us. But I would like you to know something. Sometimes when we give techniques, they may be suitable for the majority, but may not be suitable for some in particular. You have already begun to experience the energies of the upcoming solstice, and you will continue to receive as you move closer to the actual day, the actual event. We are noticing how much more you open up to the energies that are upon you when you have a big event to look forward to and to experience in real time. We have been teaming up with the Andromedans, the Pleiadians, and many others to deliver to you quite a beautiful cocktail of energies for the solstice. Suppressed technologies like free energy, frequency healing, and many other life condition enhancing technologies concealed for years are becoming available once the medical mafia is removed for good. And that is the beginning of our new era in human Earth history, which we will all witness. The world is seen in the light of reality to discover how we have been deceived. Humanity in numbers outnumber the oppressors and can and will prevail once and for all. Yes, you are coming to the end. You are coming to the end of the movie. The end of the show, the end of the old third-dimensional illusion. But wherever there is an ending, there is also a beginning. And it is time now to focus, not on the ending so much, but the new beginning. The new beginning that is beginning to sprout everywhere. Consciousness raising everywhere. Vibrational frequency increasing everywhere, which then raises consciousness. And as more and more people are raising their consciousness, more and more they will, all of you as a collective unity, will lower the veil, disintegrate the veil between dimensions. And that is what is happening more and more now as you are moving further and further ahead in your ascension process. In certain people, certain techniques that we could disseminate would even cause quite dangerous things, attacks, unnecessary harm. This is why when we give you an exercise in a conference and a public speech like this, we will give you exercises that are suitable for the greatest majority. We could give very specific exercises allowing you to access much more powerful dimensional fields, yet in some people, once again, this would cause damage, and generally these fragile people are the first to want to test these techniques. We want you to know that you are being catapulted into a higher frequency of energies, a higher level of consciousness with every waking moment and with every breath that you take there on Earth. And we invite you to recognize that you are doing this because you have decided that you wanted to explore consciousness in this very deliberate way. In other words, you wanted to be awake for the ascension, and you wanted to lead others through the experience of awakening their consciousness and ascending themselves to a higher dimension. What this means is, you've done all of this before. It is very easy to change something. If you knew how easy it really was, you would have no more fears and all worries would fade away. Why is it easy and what is this lightness? It is becoming aware of your strength and power. This is the key to every door and the gate opener to freedom. The only obstacles on the path to realization are the blockages that have built up in front of your consciousness, seemingly insurmountable. They are little more than an illusion, a construct of your mind, your ego, the frightened part of your being. This realm exerts a relatively great power over your decisions. How can that be? Because you give more credence to fears than to love, the power and strength of love within you. When I say it's easy to change that, it's simply a matter of readjusting your focus away from fear and worry towards your divine center and intuition. Shift your attention and change your focus. So, we will never put you in danger in a public speech. However, we will still give you exercises or techniques allowing you to increase your energy field to protect yourself. So, this will be a bit my role this evening. However, I repeat, I will not go into depth with some of these exercises. Some of you will find this depth when you begin to practice them, and others will experience it more lightly. However, you will see in a beautiful energy. First, to give the context of my words of this speech, yes, indeed, the current energies, the energies of this month require a great openness of mind, require moving towards peace. It is a month that invites souls to benevolence, to reconciliation, to openness of heart, not only because you are approaching this period that you call Christmas, but also because your future will push you to be in this benevolence, to hear you, to understand you, to avoid being directed, controlled, manipulated by various energies, whether they are totally physical, I would even say governmental, or energies which are non-physical and which are of other order, which are of a more cosmic order at times, or even more spiritual, when it comes to what you call non-light or the astral. Of course, there were times on Earth when many people were celebrating a solstice, or an equinox, or a full moon, or an eclipse. There were many, many more percentage-wise than there are today. And that is because people have let go of their connection to nature and have connected to other ways of exploring consciousness. Religions are a good example of this. They have been widespread across the planet. And there isn't a real encouragement within most faiths to check in with what's going on inside of you and to explore nature. There isn't as much of an emphasis on the power of celestial events, and therefore, humanity has moved away from tapping into all of the possibilities and all of the energies that are present at a time like the solstice. Yes, as you focus on the negative, as you focus on those things that are happening across the world, and they are happening, many things are continuing to happen still yet behind the scenes. But again, for those of you that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you are aware of those things behind the scenes. And the general public, even they will begin to become aware of these things as well more and more. Not all, of course, but many, many more shall awaken, and are in the process of awakening now. But then we all knew it would culminate in a worldwide phenomenon, a worldwide republic. And that, of course, is in the process of happening now, even as many things, many seemingly negative things are happening across the planet. It is all part of the greater universal plan. The plan for the country, the plan for the world, and those forces that are at work, those forces of light that are at work are doing everything they can to bring this about. In the beginning, you have to become aware of it and do it consciously. You have to admit to yourself that you search for life with your attention too often in poisoned waters. You have to become aware that it is up to you why you feel good one day and then bad again. It is your scattered energy that creates this impermanence. If you are centered, there are neither bad days nor bad moods. It is up to you alone how you feel, because what you orient yourself towards becomes your destiny in the end. Is the light-filled divine your guidance, or are the light-poor realities apart from God the focus in your life? Just seeing something or getting involved in it are two different things. That's why the process of becoming a happier person, a healthier and more conscious person, is so simple. All you have to do is shift your attention. Initially, you might have withdrawal symptoms. You might miss the images of the old negative world. Because people who work off the old are often addicts who need the horror of the outer world to avoid looking at the unrelieved pain inside them. Before taking you to an exercise allowing you to feel more joy within yourself, I will do an exercise with you, offer you an exercise which is an exercise of protection. To understand this, know that when you have sent yourself into an incarnation, when you have decided to incarnate yourself in a body, in a city, in a function, a mission, there are so many words for the same thing when you chose this. You knew that you were going into terrain that is mind, terrain undermined by heavy, dense, dual energies, that's for sure. These energies can sometimes prevent you from being attracted to what you are, attracted to what you need, because when your bodies are aligned with the energy of light, you are truly attracted to the energy. The future, call it what you want, the events that correspond most to you. At that moment, you are no longer attracted by anything at all, and you are in manual piloting, should we say. In any case, not so attracted anymore. Now, to prepare yourself for the influx of energies, you do want to make sure you are taking care of yourselves by hydrating, grounding in your bodies and grounding into Mother Earth. You do want to keep your bodies as clean and pure as you can, and that includes your thoughts and your emotions. Do what you need to in order to cleanse away anything that no longer serves you. And make yourselves the beautiful conduits of the solstice energies that you can be and that you have been. And let the solstice energies catapult into 2025, where you will be moving closer and closer to contact experiences and the completion of the shift. As far as the energies that we are sending goes, you can expect an upgrade to all of your 7 main chakras, as well as an emphasis on helping you to open up at the crown so that you can receive all the contact, all the downloads, all the activations, everything that is coming to you in 2025 and beyond. We thank you for this opportunity to serve, and we know that some of you are opening up right now to receive. And all of you are part of those forces of light, and you need to know that in whatever situation you find yourself now, you are contributing to the greater good. You are contributing to the unity consciousness spreading across the planet. And you all need to come to understand that you are a part of the Republic, the new Republic. Just as Benjamin Franklin was asked back, then what kind of a government are you giving to the people? And his reply was, a republic, if they can keep it. No, you did not keep it. You, being the collective you, did not keep it. But you are moving toward it once again. And there are those forces that are fully aware of the republic that was meant to be, and are moving now in the direction of bringing that back to the people, for the people, and by the people. That is what this was all about. And you all need to know that you are moving in that direction, and quite swiftly, indeed, moving in that direction. For the end of the movie, as you know it, is coming to an end. And as I began this message, it is all about the new beginnings. Not every matter has to do with you. On the contrary, for I tell you, almost no matter has to do with you. What has to do with you, decide you. Each person has come to this world with specific assignments, and so it is only a matter of recognizing and living them. Neither is everyone a revolutionary, nor is everyone a silent witness of the times. The many intermediate tones make it. The many individual assignments of light human beings, who in their boundless diversity break up the rigid system. To set out as soon as the individual has accepted his specific assignments and begins to live them. It is quite simple, and yet the simplest thing is so difficult for many people. Why is that so? Because man tends to avoid the simple. He avoids it because what he does not understand seems more credible to him than what clarity and wisdom flows out from within him. The complicated is always invented by man. The simple is always of divine origin. Man, however, has been living in inversion for eons. The more complicated something seems, the more believable it is. What I don't understand, I don't need to deal with. So man thinks, and so he also doesn't see with what ease the difficulties of this world could be mastered. Dwelling on excuses and accepting powerlessness let man vegetate on in apparent peace. Life is different. Living works differently.